Goedemorgen allemaal. Bonjour, welcome to the BMW Group press conference. Het is mij een waar genoegen om u te mogen verwelkomen op deze prachtige stand van BMW Groep. Je vous souhaite d'ores et déjà un intéressant moment en notre compagnie. Since we have a lot of international press representatives and international guests, we will hold this conference in English. My name is Dorien Leyers and I am happy to introduce you to our special guests. Now, since we have no less than 10 new models to introduce to you, I suggest that we have no time to waste. So please, let me start with our first European premiere. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the brand new BMW i8 Roadster. President and CEO of BMW Group Leyers.
Goedemorgen, bonjour, good morning and welcome at BMW Group.
Welcome, Peter. What an amazing car. It looks stunning and I didn't even hear it come in.
Yeah, I'm really proud to present the European premiere of the new BMW i8 Roadster. Not only because it's a fantastic looking car and the showcase of the most advanced technology, also because it's a symbol for what BMW stands for today. We at BMW are determined to shape the future of mobility. We have more than 100 years of history, we are in a really strong position today in our markets, and we are thinking about the tomorrow. Today, we are heavily investing into the technologies that will change our industry, that will change our lives, being autonomous driving, the connected car, electrification, and also shared economy. And we put the customer at the center, because it's not only about technology, it's about what user experience, what customer experience you create out of it.
Yes, I know that you really want your customers to feel something.
Yeah, BMW is an emotional brand. We want to feel the passion, or want to have our customers feel the passion that we put into engineering and designing our cars. And yeah, that this goes very well together, being a technology leader and a love brand, I think is nicely shown in the i8 Roadster.
Yes. Well, let's discuss everything this i8 Roadster has to offer. What is special about its technology?
Everything would take too long, but let's focus first on the drivetrain. It's a plug-in hybrid car that combines an electric engine with a highly efficient 3-cylinder combustion engine. So together you have a system performance of 374 horsepower, 570 Newton-meter torque, accelerating the i8 Roadster from 0 to 100 in 4.6 seconds. So really a sports car.
Impressive values. You thought of everything making this car. But let's talk about the fun part. Like, what does it feel to drive this car?
Well, there are several parts of the feeling. I mean, what's even more stunning, I think, than the acceleration is that you can drive the car completely electrically, like I did when I came in, but you can do it a lot faster, up to 120 kilometers per hour with a range of 50 kilometers in the NEDC cycle. And this brings the combined CO2 value to a low value of 46 grams. So for those who do the calculations, here in Belgium, 100% tax deductible, and it will stay that way.
And what about the feeling?
Yeah, there are a lot of other feelings.
Yes, and I see that the top...
yeah, I mean, open air feeling.
Yes, yes.
It's a Roadster, and Roadster driving gives you this sensation of freedom. And the high-tech soft top that you can see here opens and closes with the push of a button within 15 seconds. And you can do it while driving up to 50 kilometers per hour. So switching from coupe feeling to Roadster feeling, yeah, I think it's a great feeling. And also, I mean, looking at the optics, the design speaks for itself. When we launched the i8 Coupe in 2014, it was clearly recognized as the most progressive sports car in the industry. And with the i8 Roadster, our engineers and designers have managed to create another milestone in aesthetic and aerodynamic design. And after all, I think the color also speaks for itself. So overall, I'd say, yeah, the new pinnacle of electromobility at the BMW Group.
Okay. Well, let's briefly discuss the BMW Group's strategy on electric cars, because this is obviously a hot topic in your industry.
Electromobility is a hot topic. A lot of people are talking about it, a lot of people are writing about it, and that's good. BMW is intensively participating in this discussion and this development towards electromobility. And unlike the one or the other competitor, we are delivering results. We are delivering electrified cars. Already in 2013, we launched the BMW i3 as a revolutionary concept, completely sustainable in engineering and in manufacturing. And we've been very successful with the i3. So far, we have sold more than 100,000 i3 and i3Ss. So it's going in the really good direction with electromobility. And if we look at our strategy overall, we have from the beginning said we want to bring electromobility also to the other segments with plug-in hybrid cars, such as the i8, where we combine electric engines with combustion engines. So today we have in the 2 Series, in the 3 Series, in the 5 Series, in the 7 Series, in the X5, in the i8, and also in the Mini Countryman, those plug-in hybrid vehicles.
And with success.
Absolutely. In 2017, we could already, mid-December, announce that we have sold 100,000 electrified cars. And at that occasion, we even illuminated our headquarters in Munich as a battery. So clearly delivering results is what we are striving for. And also if we look towards Belgium, last year in 2017, 10% of our volume was already electrified, so being fully electric or plug-in hybrid.
So how long do you think it will take before electric and hybrid cars will really take over the Belgian roads, let's say?
We have to be realistic about the timing. If we look at the total market in Belgium last year, only less than 0.4% were fully electric cars and 4.5% were plug-in hybrids. So even though we are really determined to let those numbers grow and we put cars on the road, it will take a while. And yes, definitely petrol and diesel will play an important role in the years to come.
Okay. Well, let's get back to the present day, because the beginning of the new year is always a good moment to look back. How has 2017 been for you and your team?
2017 has been a real record year for us at BMW Group. We start with BMW for the first time in Belgium and Luxembourg together, so in our BeLux organization, we have delivered more than 50,000 BMWs to customers. It has been a strong growth of more than 5%, and it's the 6th year of growth in a row. And if we look over the last couple of years, we could increase by almost 30%. So we are really proud of what has been delivered by our organization. Looking at some other figures, purely registrations on the Belgian market, so this was Belgium, Luxembourg together. In Belgium, we registered more than 42,000 cars, or our customers registered 42,000 cars, and with this we clearly kept the leadership in the premium segment, and we ended even on the 3rd place in the total market, with a total market share of 7.7%, something pretty unique in the BMW universe. And there's actually no other country in the world where we sell more BMWs per capita than Luxembourg and Belgium. So we are proud of that.
Well, there you have it. Congratulations with that. So there's another car brand within the BMW group. Let's talk about Mini.
Of course, Mini, and we'll come back to great Mini products later, has also filed a record year. We have delivered more than 8,500 cars to customers in Luxembourg and Belgium. A growth of 12%, so really success story of Mini continues. And in Belgium only 7,500 cars, and we spoke about electrification. Also here in the Mini brand we have a plug-in hybrid in the Countryman, and there with almost 900 cars only in half a year, because we launched it only mid of the year, a real success story, and it shows electromobility and Mini also go very well together.
And last but not least, the two-wheelers?
Allow me to add another superlative for BMW Motorrad. With BMW Motorrad, we are the #1 manufacturer in the total motorbike market in Belgium. We know being the leader in the 500cc and plus segment in quite some countries, but being the #1 in the total market is quite unique. Almost 3,000 bikes registered in Belgium 2017, and also here a very nice growth of 7%. So great job from our Motorrad team as well.
So why do you think that all BMW Group brands show such growing numbers?
There's certainly a lot of success factors. Let's take the two most important ones. First of all, it is our product portfolio. It fits very well to the expectations of the Belgian customers. Belgians are very demanding concerning their cars, and they are very passionate about their cars. I think this great auto show shows that again with more than 500,000 visitors. And looking for something that is state-of-the-art technology and exciting, that's exactly what you find with BMW Group products. And the second very decisive factor is our great dealer network. We work together with very dedicated partners who are passionate about our brands, and this often already for generations. I'll give you one figure. 70% of our BMW volume is sold via partners that have been with us for more than 30 years. So a great network, and that is also very motivated together with us to invest in the future, to invest in great customer experience around the purchase and the service of a car. And on the picture here, you see two beautiful examples of new dealerships that are being opened just this week, Coislin in Marche-en-Famenne and Van den Broek in Dilbeek. So the story goes on.
Excellent. Well, this is still a product show, so I suggest we make a little bit of room for another amazing European premiere. So let's say goodbye to this beautiful i8 Roadster.
Absolutely. And I think the next car is something not only to look at.
The next European premiere is exactly not only to look at, but to listen to. Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the BMW M3 CS.
That is quite a sound, Peter.
Absolutely.
So, what can you tell me about this sports sedan?
I think here our special forces at BMW M Corporation in Garching, they have done a great job. They took what is already the icon of sporty sedans, the M3, and made it even sharper. With this M3 CS, they put in 460 horsepower, so great performance to accelerate from 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. There are a lot of carbon fiber, lightweight components, so it's great fun for every day and also on the racetrack.
So there is no downside?
There's one little downside. It's a limited edition, so only 1,200 units available worldwide. So customers in Belgium need to be quick to get one.
Almost as quick as this beautiful car is leaving our scene.
Without hitting any cameramans.
Exactly.
So M3 CS, a great car to have some fun with.
I'm a little... Let's make some room to be able to have this beautiful car backstage. So Peter, you have another brand new M car exhibited here today.
Yes, we are happy to have the Belgian premiere of the new BMW M5. It's being revealed over there, and you can see it on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, a great looking car that's combining absolute super sports car performance with the comfort of a business sedan. The M5, already since several generations successful on the market, now for the first time brings a new innovative X-Drive system, an all-wheel drive system that we call MX-Drive, that combines the agility of rear-wheel drive with the traction of an all-wheel drive. Because you need quite some traction to bring 600 horsepower on the road. And this car, yeah, it drives like a rear-wheel drive, but with more traction and in incredible 3.4 seconds from 0 to 100.
All right. And is it possible to order right now?
It's possible to order right now. It will be in the dealerships end of March, beginning of April. But you can get all the information already from the experts here or in the dealerships. And you can book a test drive. Can only recommend you to do that. It's great fun.
So do you have anything today for us here on the booth that is not for sale yet?
Indeed, we also have to dream a little bit about the future. So happy to present for the first time on Belgian ground the new Z4 concept. This car, this concept car, was a star at Pebble Beach last year, where the elite of the automotive industry worldwide comes to look at dream cars. And this car, I think, makes us dream of the next Roadster Z4. It will take a little bit of time that the serious production car will come, but already here you can see the new proportion. It's a very sharp, a very sporty dimension. It's a very crisp proportion. Even though it keeps the traditional Roadster proportion with the long hood, it's very compact, and you can already imagine how great it will drive.
Beautiful color as well.
Beautiful color as well.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have promised you a lot of new products, and I think, Peter, so far that we've held our promise.
Not too bad, thank you.
Now, this was just the start, because it's time for a double world premiere.
World premiere, even.
Double world premiere. Please, let me introduce to you the world premiere of the new BMW 2 Series Active Tour and 2 Series Grand Tour.
Ladies and gentlemen, please also welcome Jean-Philippe Parrin, Senior Vice President, Region Europe, my predecessor as CEO BMW Group Belux, and now my boss. Great to have you back here,
Jean-Philippe. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Dorien.
Good morning.
Goedemorgen allemaal. Bonjour à tous. Hello, everyone.
I think that the Brussels Car Show is not new for you.
Indeed, it's a real pleasure for me to be here. As you know, I've lived a few years in Belgium, and I've had the great pleasure to lead BMW Group Belux until the end of last year. So it's really an honor for me to be here.
Monsieur Parrin, can you give us some more information about these beautiful cars that you brought to us from Munich?
Yeah, well, we are really honored to be able to have 2 world premieres here in Brussels and to present these 2 beautiful cars. In 2014, we have launched the 2 Series Active Tour and the 2 Series Grand Tour. This was a new kind of vehicle, a kind of vehicle that combines versatility, spaciousness on compact dimensions with really sportiness and the true quality of BMW. And it has been a real great success. We have conquered a lot of new customers. 75% of the drivers of the 2 Series Active Tour and Grand Tour had never driven a BMW before. So that's a real great success, and we want to continue this success. That's why now we have these model updates that makes them look sportier, with more presence, and we really think we will hit the market with 2 great cars.
Okay. Can you give me some examples of these updates?
Of course, Dorien. So if you look at the car and at the front of the car, you immediately see that the kidney grills have been redesigned and are larger, which gives more sportiness to the cars. We have also added LED headlights. If you look at the back of the car, you see that on our 4-cylinder models, we have twin tailpipes. That also is very important for this market. But the interior has been updated too. If you look at the interior, you will see a new instrument panel, you will see a new electric shift for the automatic gearbox, and we have also looked at the comfort of the car to improve the seating comfort. So for the ones who are driving a lot, they should really feel it.
So what about connectivity? Because I know this is an important pillar for the BMW Group strategy.
For sure. All these cars are standard equipped with a SIM card, and we have enlarged the functionality of BMW Connected Drive. For example, the RTTI function is now enlarged with hazard preview. We offer also Apple CarPlay and even induction charging for the smartphones.
So any updates under the hood?
Yeah, we are not Bayerische Motor- und Werke for nothing, you know. So we have really integrated the latest generation of the BMW efficient dynamics engines. And to be very concrete, all our diesel engines can enjoy the BMW exhaust treatment technology. That means that they enjoy both the NOx storage system and also the AdBlue technology, and that's really new, and I can say that our diesel engines are really clean. And for the petrol engines, they have been now equipped with a particle filter, which is also a very good advantage to reduce NOx emissions.
That's very impressive. I assume that with these cars you want to have more sales in 2018.
Of course, and I think that with all the product portfolio that we've seen until now, we can really be confident for 2018. That will be another great year for BMW. But if you allow me, Dorien, I would like to shortly come back on 2017. The worldwide figures will be announced on Friday in Detroit, but I can already tell you that BMW has hit another sales record in 2017. We had sold a little bit more than 2 million than 2 million cars, in 2016, and we will be around 2,080,000 cars, so another strong sales record for BMW. But I can speak about Europe. And we have had also in Europe, and the region I'm in charge of is Europe without Germany, we have had another sales record in Europe with 575,000 sales, so really a great performance. And we are, together with China, the biggest region in the world for BMW. But maybe a few more details on aspects that are really important to us. Peter mentioned earlier that the group has sold 100,000 electrified vehicles. Well, Europe accounts for roughly 48% of these total sales. So I think we can see that Europe has really a leading role with the electrification. Also with BMW M, we were segment leader in Europe, ahead of the competition, with more than 12,000 cars, BMW M cars sold in Europe. And last but not least, our new 7 Series has been segment leader with 20% edge on the competition in Europe. So all in all, an excellent year for us.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dorien.
And thank you so much for coming here today to join us, and great to have you back in Brussels.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for bringing these cars in premiere here.
A pleasure.
In the
Thank
capital
you very much
of Europe.
to all of you.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned before, there are other brands in the BMW Group. And the next brand has been a success ever since its relaunch in 2001. And of course, I'm talking about Mini. We are really proud to present to you today a triple world premiere here in Brussels. Sebastian Mackinson, Senior Vice President of Mini. Welcome.
Thank you very
so much.
Bonjour à tous, goedemorgen, and good morning.
That's very good. Thank you so much for joining us. I saw you driving in this convertible, and I thought, please let him bring the sun.
That was my intention, and I really tried hard, but it wasn't possible today with the weather we have. But I can assure you, if you drive with this car and the sun comes up in a way of seconds, you're the first to enjoy it. And I think that's what a convertible is all about.
Yes. Well, has 2017 been a sunny year for Mini?
Thanks for the question. It actually has been a very sunny year for us. globally, but also especially in this market here in Belgium and also in Luxembourg. Actually, I would like to take the advantage and the opportunity to also thank all our dealer partners here in this market for their efforts, because they really made it happen that we have almost sold 1,000 cars more this year than 2017 than we did in the year before.
And is this the reason why you are rewarding us here in Brussels with this triple world premiere?
I mean, Brussels Motor Show, I think, is the perfect spot
Of course.
for this world premiere, for this new cars. And, you know, these three cars, they're really the core of our brand. This is what Mini is all about. They have defined the premium small car segment. It basically started with the Mini 3-door, and I hope you agree that's the car which needs no explanation. Then we have the Mini 5-door with added functionality, with 2 more doors, and this very extroverted and, as I just confirmed again, very fun to drive Mini convertible. So you have design, driving fun, progressive technology, and that's how we dominated the segment since the beginning.
So what can you tell us about the most important features?
How much time do we have? No, just kidding. Let me maybe start with the LED headlights, because they now come with the matrix beam function. That means during nighttime you can perfectly see long distance with a high beam, but you do not bother and dazzle the incoming traffic. Also, we have a new interpretation of the daytime running light. As you can see, it is full circle now, and I think it has a very cool additional feature, which is an integrated indicator light. Our designers did a real fantastic job here. If we go to the real lights, we see here a very nice reference to the origin of our brand. Obviously, these lights are inspired by the British flag, the Union Jack, and in this LED version, I think a really and very mini and unique feature. You can also appreciate now on the front and on the rear and also inside the car that the new logo made it now onto the Mini vehicles as well with these new cars.
Okay, looks good. So Mini is also appreciated for its personalization possibilities. I think this is something really unique. Is there anything new in this regard?
I mean, we have obviously new vehicle finishes. You have new striking colors, as you expect from Mini. This is the beautiful Solaris Red, to have just one example. You have a lot of new features also inside the car, but there's one really cool new thing. It's called Mini Yours Customized, and this will bring the individualization to a whole new level. Basically, what it means is our customers and Mini fans can, with an online tool, design certain pieces of the car in the interior trim, door sills, these so-called side scuttles, and you can bring your own taste and your own style into this, and I think this brings individualization to a whole new level.
Okay, this is all about look and feel and design, so what do you have technology-wise?
Yes,
yes.
I mean, under the hood of all of these three cars, we have updated engines, we have new transmissions, and this will make for a more even enhanced efficiency. To be more precise, we will offer a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission and also 8-speed Steptronic, which, by the way, is unique in the premium small car segment. So a lot of things. And then we also have new features when it comes to operating the car inside, touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, inductive charging, real-time traffic. I mean, a lot of things, and also in the area of connectivity and Mini Connected.
Can you tell me something about this Mini Connected?
Oh, yes, sure. Mini Connected offers you a great interaction between you with your smartphone, with the Mini Connected app, and the vehicle, and you can do really fun stuff. For example, lock and unlock the doors from the distance, even lower and get the windows up again. Or if you look out of the window and you see somebody close to your car, you can activate the horn from the distance so the car honks, and maybe this makes for a great fun moment for that person looking at your car. So really good features. The other part is that if you combine the Mini Connected app with your calendar features, basically it tells you when you should leave for a certain appointment, and then you can just send the navigation data to your car, and when you get to the car, it already tells you where to go.
Okay, the Internet of Things.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, with all these new features, I think that there's, well, you can go on
Yeah,
for
even more.
hours and hours.
But I know we have limited time. But I think
Yes.
what it really does is, I mean, Mini has had such a great success over all these 17 years. It is now with the BMW Group, and we always have to bring new things because we want to stay ahead of the curve. And with these updates and with these new 3 cars, I think we will secure also the success into the future.
Okay, thank you. I think Mini is also presenting a new concept. Is that right?
That is right. I think this is very important for our future. I mean, in 2008, Mini was the pioneer in the group when it comes to electric mobility. There was a fleet of 600 Mini E's, Mini electric cars driving around, and that brought a lot of knowledge and experience to our group, which has since then used for the development of a lot of vehicles. We already have now 1 electric vehicle on the street, but we have not have a 100% battery electric car, but how this maybe could look like, we show on our Mini
So we are
electric
revealing
concept.
Yes, we are
Should
revealing
reveal over there.
Mini electric concept.
And this you can later appreciate directly, not only on the TV screen, in the Mini booth. Okay. It will come, by the way, I forgot to say that before, it will come in the year 2019 and is a 100% electric vehicle, a battery electric vehicle.
Wow, okay. Well, thank you so much for all these premieres, and I think we will see you later with the press.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have the pleasure of getting back into this beautiful car. And drive safely. That is one beautiful car. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask Jean-Philippe Parrin and Mr. Peter Henrich once more to join me, because you think that everything has been said, but there are 2 more premieres that you want to share with our beautiful press today.
Indeed, I think we had a pretty good program here already today, but it's not enough for us yet. So it's a good moment to come back next week, Monday, because then, right after the world premiere in Detroit, we'll have the pleasure to present the European premieres of the update of the i8 Coupe and also the European premiere of a new game changer in the compact car segment, the new BMW X2. So next Monday, 3:30 p.m., very good moment to come back and enjoy another show.
Yes, that is something to look forward to. I want to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your presence.
And now I want to invite these gentlemen for one more special thing today, because we are going to start the countdown to the reveal of the brand new BMW X2. Shall I?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, and hopefully we all see each other again on Monday. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.